Okay, so now we will discuss in this second lecture about what is cloud computing and its major components. So this will be multiple section of lectures. So please focus here so that we are trying to demystify the exact jargons of the cloud computing. So the first thing that you keep hearing when you look at cloud computing is virtualization. So let's first understand what virtualization is. This is a simple concept. Okay, this is not something a rocket science that no very techie guys can only understand, nobody else can understand. This is a very simple concept that what is virtualization. So let's take example of our the desktop that we use at home or we used to use at home. So what I have a hardware. On top of that I install OS. And on top of that I install applications. There are multiple applications that I install on top of it. Okay, so this is a simple thing it looks like. So for the OS, what it requires to be installed is a hardware, or I can say in a simple term, OS has some specific requirements. If those requirements can be fulfilled by this underlying layer, then of course always the OS can get installed on any hardware. So that is how we came into the concept of virtualization, that if I don't give this OS an actual hardware, rather than there is a virtualization layer who provides the OS the kind of things it requires to get installed. I want to repeat this point. There is a layer, virtualization layer, which behaves to this OS as such there is a hardware below, but actually there is no hardware below, or the virtualization layer pulls up resources from any hardware and behaves to the OS as if there is a hardware below. You ask me what you want, I can provide you that. So that exactly is the concept of virtualization. So what it means is you don't have a physical hardware below, you don't have a physical hardware for your OS to get installed. Rather you have some hardwares present here and there. I don't bother, but on top of this hardware I create something, a virtualization, and on this virtualization layer I start installing OS. So I really don't bother what these hardwares are, and this OS doesn't bother whom I am discussing with. So this OS only tells that I need some specific kind of hardware, and this virtualization layer talks to these hardwares and gets those kind of requirements fulfilled for this OS, and this OS gets installed. So this is the concept of virtualization. This is quite plain and simple concept. There is nothing a rocket science here. So I hope this is clear. If you have any concept, please post a question.